Hey guys, attorney Brent Boyer here again from Adam. So let's talk divorce. I want to talk today about a question that I got from a client. Can I extend the deadline for my answer? Is it possible to get an extension on when this answer is due? And of course the question is, first of all, what's an answer? Well, an answer is a response to a complaint for divorce. So when a divorce case gets filed, the complaint for divorce is filed with the documents that are at the start of a lawsuit of a divorce case. So you file a complaint, and then once you serve the other person with those papers, once you serve the defendant with the papers, they are then required to file an answer, which is basically a response. So you file a complaint, what goes along with that and what's required as a response is called an answer. So that's what that is. And don't forget to subscribe and hit like on the channel. That'll help us out. So that's the idea is, a client comes in here and he was served with papers and he was personally served, so he only has 21 days to respond to the divorce complaint, and he didn't do it. He got busy, didn't want to deal with it, whatever has gone on, that it's beyond 21 days, and the question is, can I get an extension? Is it possible to get more time before this answer is due? Or, am I in default at this point? Am I just out of luck? Because what happens basically if you're not getting an answer filed timely, the plaintiff, who is the person that started the divorce case, they filed the complaint. They then have the right to to proceed without you. If you don't respond within the required amount of time, 21 days personal service, 28 days by mail, whatever it is, so let's say 28 days, they then are required to file an answer by that point. If they have not done so, you can go forward with the divorce without them. The idea being that you can't just sue somebody for divorce and they just ignore it indefinitely and now you're stuck and can't get divorced. No, you're allowed to go forward. So once the complaint for divorce is filed and there's a summons issued and the case has been started, that person then has 90 days to get you served with the papers. Serving you meaning someone hands it to you or you sign for it, whatever it is. And so then depending on how you were served, you got 21 or 28 days to respond. And then beyond that, if it's been more than 21, 28, if it's been a couple months and you haven't done anything, you run the risk that the plaintiff or their attorney will then file a default. They can file a default against you and then they can proceed without you. They're no longer required to notify you about the lawsuit. They're allowed to get divorced, whether you want that or not at that point. So this idea of, can I file an extension? Can I get more time to file an answer? I haven't had time to hire a lawyer. Maybe I haven't had time to even meet with a lawyer yet. Is certainly something to be aware of. And the answer is yes, you can get more time on that. It's not really up to the court per se, but what you would want to do is contact the attorney. So you get served with papers and your wife has an attorney and she's going forward with a divorce case and had you served and you didn't do anything, maybe you thought you were going to work it out or for whatever reason you put it off, then you can ask your wife's attorney to give you some more time. Give me an extension on when this answer is due. It's going to be 23 days since I was served or however long it's been tomorrow, and I haven't even met with an attorney yet. I can't meet with anybody till next week. So you definitely, under those circumstances, would need more time. And, you don't want to panic. You can just pick up the phone, contact your wife's attorney. They have to talk to you because you don't have a lawyer, so you're basically acting as your own attorney. And you ask for an extension. Tell them you need some more time. It's only reasonable. Shouldn't be a big problem. So I hope that helps. It can be scary stuff. You see these paperwork and you get served with papers. It says you're being sued. You have 21 days to respond, and that can be, very daunting. It says that there's a complaint, there's a summons, there's maybe some other court orders, there's whatever, all these documents in there. And that can be a little overwhelming, and especially if you're working for a living, you don't always have time to deal with it immediately. So you might need more time, and that's totally understandable. So under those circumstances, you would ask for additional time, and I'm sure you would end up getting it. You want to avoid being defaulted. It's better to ask for more time than to have a default get entered, and now you're trying to fix that, trying to set aside the default. That's never a good plan. So I hope that helps. Thanks.